Aloha, Brad Borkus here, founder of Epitome Coaching and Consulting and author of the best-selling book, Eye of the Storm. Today I'm here to talk about how much I love fail videos. Um, I'll have to be honest, I laugh my ass off whenever I watch them. And I don't know if part of it's because of my penchant when I was growing up and as a kid with Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy and that type of slapstick humor. I'm a big Chris Farley fan, so I don't know if it's the fall joke that always gets to me, why it is, but I tend to laugh so hard when I watch those things. And I don't like the ones where they hit their heads and stuff like that. And if any kind of injury, it throws me off. But the other ones where they're tripping and falling and that stuff, I think it's just hilarious. And I was thinking about it the other day, how that happens, and two things came up for me. One is the amazingness of it. For you look at a lot of those fails when they trip over something and then they knock into something else and all this stuff that happens. What a perfect set of scenarios that has to exist for so many of them to happen like that. The alignment of different elements of the way that your body falls, the way that the different stuff is in your way, the video camera, the way it's being shot, for it to be there and show up for all that, it's pretty amazing. And then I also thought about how when you watch a lot of these falls and you watch a lot of the things that happen, how does it happen? And this one to me really talked a lot about how business happens, how a lot of the challenges we face happen. And typically what I see is this, is the reason that these falls happen is people question themselves. And it's not about saying, should I do this or should I not? Because I think if that decision was made a lot of times before, they wouldn't be in the situation that they are either. But more importantly, once they've made a commitment to do a decision, to ride the skateboard down the rail, to jump off the boat, to do whatever they're doing, I typically see that slight hesitation that exists. And that hesitation gets them to think in the middle of a time that they should be reacting and just committing and doing. And when that happens, that's typically when they try to catch themselves. Right? You'll see them try to adjust their body weight. They'll try to correct the fall. And then it makes a spectacular disaster. When typically, if you watch people's reaction and they let themselves react to what they know, what they've trained themselves, to the decision they made before that they're going to do this, some amazing things happen. I love those videos too, where, the ones that say humans are amazing or people are amazing. The skill and the ability for so many people to do it, that they do it just on reaction, on trained muscle memory. And so this week, the Greatness Garage vlog is going to really be about committing to that. And there's a saying one time I remember hearing that says, on big things, make the decision once. And that's always important, that in the big decisions, if you're going to decide that you're going to commit to something, make that decision once. And then commit. And every day it's done. You're committed to it, you're doing it, you're going after it. It's when we second those commitments and we second those dates that we struggle. And we tend to miss the mark. And we end up being our own fail blog. So this week, I really want you to kind of focus on that stuff that you've committed to. Right? Whether it's marketing, whether it is making phone calls, whether it's the way in which you're going to be assembling your product. I want you to really commit to it and react with what your God-given nature is telling you to do, and that reaction and commitment is. So this is Brad Borkus telling you to live a great life by doing the little things right and just committing to it, and don't be on a fail blog. Have a great week. Aloha.